Well, currently in Nevada here, even though this video is titled for something else. On the road to Train Mountain, taking a few stops here with a friend of mine.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, Nevada Southern Railway, and this is 7.5-inch gauge railway here too. I do have another video about this place that I posted a while ago. Might link that at some point. But yeah, just visiting a few places on the way, and see you all at Train Mountain. Welcome to Train Mountain. This is the Triennial for 2025. Riding behind some friends of mine, going out to Hope Circle. Let's start this again back in the yard and head out to the very north end of this amazing railroad. I'll be posting a lot more videos about this place in the next coming weeks, so stay tuned for that, and let's enjoy our long ride out to Hope Circle. Welcome to Train Mountain, the largest hobby railroad in the world. 35 total and actual miles of track. That includes main lines, yards, sidings, all of it. All of that trackage in a place near Chiloquin, Oregon, also fairly close to Klamath Falls and Crater Lake itself. Hundreds of trains are here, and over 1,000 people, or about 1,000 people, participating in the Triennial. This was an experience I was not going to miss, and I'm so glad I was able to go up here a few weeks back. This will be the first video. A few of these videos will be trips to Hope Circle behind different motive power, including my tiny engine, which you shall see in a coming video for what I actually brought up to Train Mountain. But for now, let's take a nice ride behind Alex O'Donnell. You can check out his channel, YouTube channel, AOD Prods. But he has a beautiful Alco PA AB setup, which I get to operate for a little bit. Thank you, Alex. And I must thank him for taking us out to Hope Circle and showing us around the place a little bit too, since this was my very first time at Train Mountain. Oh, haha, I love it there already. There are plenty of facilities at Train Mountain. Whole set of vendor booths that were set up for various people selling or sort of advertising themselves in the live steam hobby. A massive set of steaming bays in two different yards. One's called Crisp Yard, and then there's the main steaming area with a turntable, which we will pass by on our way out of the yards. Main yard itself, mainly for diesel and electric locomotives. So many tracks, so many trains, so much stuff going on. A wonderful shop facility, a massive train shed, and a massive main hall where there's a little gift shop, a kitchen, of course, restrooms and other accommodations. There are plenty of restrooms and so much space for RVs and stuff down in the South Meadow area, which will be covered in another video. I stayed at the 6-acre campground, which was pretty nice. Nice enough, considering it is just tent camping and dry camping. But there's plenty of opportunities for people to still have amenities. Klamath Falls isn't too far away to go into town if you need anything either. So, please do enjoy this wonderful trip out to Hope Circle and back. Stay tuned for more videos, and I will talk to you later in the video.
Choice 10. get a real sense of how big this hobby actually is. Here's the yard before the north portal. We go under a bridge, through a tunnel under the road, and we're in no man's land up to Hope Circle. If you miss this junction, you better have a lot of water with you.
After a while of snaking our way through the yards and then out on the main tracks toward the portal out to Hope Circle, well, here comes the portal itself, under the bridge, through the tunnel, which goes under a highway, South Chiloquin Road. I hope I'm saying that right. We make our way finally out to the north end and on our way to Hope Circle. The whole route, one way, is about a 2-hour trip and 2 hours back, so yeah, you better prepare for a 4-hour round trip here. Ugh. Boy, it was fun, but that was a long day. Naturally, I'm cutting a lot of this up, but it's still a really long video, so just please sit back, relax, and enjoy a lot of the scenery of Train Mountain of Oregon.
M&M Corner.
If you couldn't hear Alex, who's the one operating the locomotive, he is describing there used to be bidirectional running, single track with sidings out to Hope Circle and back. Well, that was changed since they added another track for the return line. All the tracks at Train Mountain are single direction, so it's either double track or it's a loop that takes you a certain way on the railroad. There won't be any trouble of possible head-on collisions, thank God. Wonder how well the bidirectional running was, but that's what some of the abandoned tracks was for the formerly bidirectional trackage. Also, there is a noticeable difference in foliage from where we started going out to Hope Circle. There's like less trees and more shrubs and brush as we head out because slightly difference in elevation. It's almost all uphill to Hope Circle.
Getting a bit less trees up here, more shrubs, and it's going to be way different up at Hope Circle.
At Hope Circle, there was a nasty fire quite a few years ago, and it's still mostly like meadows and grasslands trying to recover from the fires itself. Very open space and a lot of flat area, no trees to speak of. Very interesting to see that contrast. Soon enough, it was my turn to operate the engine. I ran it from about the halfway point all the way to Hope Circle itself. If you're curious about his locomotive, it is completely electric, battery powered, with a wonderful sound system that is not the actual motor of the locomotive. We pulled up into Crane, which is the last water stop for trains before getting to Hope Circle northbound. There's also a beautiful set and matching pair of Milwaukee Road box cabs. Something about Milwaukee Road electrics, and I'm biased toward electric locomotives. You just don't see them as often, but these are beautifully well done engines. Took a look at them for a few minutes before we had to get going and went all the way out to Hope for the last stretch.
Hope Circle, I take it?
This is Hope Circle. Going this way? Keep going. You got a problem.
What?
Just our
Good
luck
news is I have
that one of
access
the
to it.
traction motors, or just electric
So we gotta
motors,
pull this guy.
decided to slip
Off
the
of here.
chain and the wheel was not moving.
Okay.
At least the
Um,
chain was able to be removed easily, and we made our way around onto Hope itself, and have made our way back. But let's take a look at Hope real quick and the trains that we saw up there, or I saw up there.
I don't know if I have a pair.
Whatever.
Now we just left Hope Circle, heading back to the south end of the main yards area. Still got a long way to go. It took about 2 hours to get out there, and going a little faster this time. Maybe it'll be less time, especially since we're going back in the yard instead of going out, which, oh boy, that took a while. That's the lower track we came in on. Now we're going on the high line. This looks all brand new through here. Newly done ballast and track. And the shrubs aren't creeping up too badly. Snow capped, so it's hard to see Mount Shasta behind the white sky, or near white sky. All the way into California, you can see from here. Wow. Signaled. Every now and then there are sidings. This used to be bi-directional single track with passing sidings, but they did build a separate track to have single direction running. It's a lot safer and more efficient to get out to Hope Circle. Which is why tracks like this are closed.
One of the interesting things about Train Mountain is that some of the tracks, especially out to Hope Circle, actually most of the tracks are on private property owned by very good friends of Train Mountain, which allow these easements of 7.5-inch gauge track over their land, which connects to some of their own private railroad tracks. Sometimes you could see like old wood ties or some tracks that look abandoned, because those are private tracks not operated and maintained by Train Mountain itself, and that means any of the members of Train Mountain.
As we get closer, the trees start to thicken and appear again as we snake our way through the woods.
Here at Clyde, which is on part of the land of one of the landowners for Train Mountain Railroad, is a little station and water stop with a couple siding and spur tracks. In the little wayside shed, there's a cooler with some waters and sodas in there, which are frequently stocked, which people coming by can take for free, with donations greatly accepted and appreciated, I'm sure. Just a nice little amenity out on your way back from Hope Circle. Very thoughtful.
Aspen Grove. All the white bark. Going right through. Lots of aspen. Now we're about to head back to the main area, the south end. These here are private tracks. Pretty abandoned. That's an actual tunnel. Just like the one over the highway is. And now we're heading back into the yard.
Wow, that was an adventure, wasn't it? One of my longest videos yet at 30 minutes here. And if you did make it to this point in the video, thank you so much for watching. I have a lot more entertaining stuff coming up soon in the next few weeks. I think it'll be like 5 or 6 total videos for Train Mountain. Please do stay tuned by subscribing. Do at least like, comment, or just watch another video. It does help me out. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is Nate's Vintage Trains. Keep it old school. Jesus loves you, and God bless you all.